Hello, Gamma Repeater. This is Relsic again. Hi. First of all, I need to let the pedantic mathematician inside of me out. You can have round triangles, and it is not a logical impossibility. You just need to get away from Euclidean geometry. There are plenty of non-Euclidean geometries out there. Okay, done with that. It was utterly irrelevant, but I had to let it out or it would never stop bugging me. Okay, now, one of the things about being an agnostic for me is that I try to work out what people believe in detail. I recognize that people mean different things by the same words, and I respond by trying to dig deeper beyond the words. Part of that is because I am in a conversation with them, and I do want to understand what they're saying. Part of that is trying to decide whether it's something I believe in as well, and I guess that means I'm trying to shoot holes in it, but I'm also trying to build it up and justify it. I've got that dialogue going on in my head. And part of it is that I'm interested in the sheer diversity of faith out there, and I'd like to see it in as much detail as I can. So, I'm asking about the maximal properties of God, because of what they are, which properties you're seeing as maximal, because I want some sort of sense about what it is you believe. You've categorized it as maximal, but you haven't given me a good sense of what you see as counting as maximal. I'm personally suspecting, from the standpoint of my own beliefs, that a maximal set is impossible, logically contradictory. For example, property A might be the maximal form of a property, B might be the maximal form of a different property, but A and B might be mutually contradictory. I might think that the ability to recognize a mistake when I make it and grow beyond it is a good property, and I suppose we could posit a maximal version of this. But it would be contradictory with the maximal property of making no errors at all, because then I'd have no mistakes and wouldn't be able to learn from them. Both properties are maximally good in a sense, but we can't have a being with both properties at the same time. I'm not presenting this as a counterargument, just explaining why I'm hesitant about leaping into the idea of a set of maximally good properties. But moving on, it sounds like this is less of a central idea to you, less of a central idea in how you live your faith, so to speak. What I'm taking away from your most recent videos sounds a lot like the way I'm trying to live. A life of self-improvement with an emphasis on unconditional kindness towards others, possibly at the price of self-sacrifice. Stop me, correct me if I am taking away the wrong thing there. Now, you might express it as being Christ-like, and I might instead talk about it in terms of ideals. I might draw my direction from an ethic of reciprocity, I think is the right way to pronounce it. And you might draw your direction from the Gospels. But it sounds like we're doing the same thing with them. And honestly, I don't really know that the sources we're drawing from are entirely distinct. Now, I've read a bit of the Gospels myself, not all of them. I've read Matthew, and I'm most of my way through Mark. I can read into the figure of Jesus a great many characteristics that I admire, and those are things I've worked towards in my life. Yet I'm always struck by all the many, many contradictory interpretations of the Jesus figure, and some of those interpretations I utterly despise. Two people can read the same text and see two very different ideals here. They can take away two very different things. So I think I'm starting to get a feel, for what Christ-like means to you and how you're interpreting it, but I'd invite you to expand on it more so I can get a better sense for it. Right, so I think that actually answers a bit your question about how I'm reacting to what you're saying. Social conversation, the social issues, it sounds like that doesn't, you're saying, I'm getting the sense, probably because you said explicitly, that this isn't so much related to your faith, your beliefs. So let's not delve into that then. Yeah. Okay, so I'll back off from that simply because it does seem off topic. For some people it wouldn't be, for some people it would be. Yeah, so I think I've answered your question, and I don't think I'm having any new question pop into my head. So I think I will leave my reaction to that, and for now I'm just telling you, asking you, please expand on these concepts some more. Bye.